for this morning. I'm just going to share with you our guests for this morning and who will be having on set and our conversations. First up, we have Paul Crooks. He's the veterinary officer with the Division of Food Security, Natural Resources, the Environment and Sustainable Development. He's here to talk about World Food Day Livestock Competition 2025. Following that, we have Dr. Ellis Boris, President of the IRO, Interreligious Organization, and they are here to talk about prayers during the Independence Week. And last but certainly not least, we have Sheldon Brashy B. Bradshaw, radio show host, event promoter, here to talk about the D-Lime Gospel Concert. Next now we have Mr. Paul Crooks, veterinary officer with the Division of Food Security, here to talk about World Food Day Livestock Competition 2025. Welcome, Mr. Crooks.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming this morning. Now, I know we usually have the World Food Day Livestock Competition, and we just want to ask you, what is the main goal of this year's competition? What are you hoping to achieve outside of the competition this year?
Okay, so the first thing I want to say is that remember the livestock competition is part of a grander World Food Day series of events. So the livestock competition, livestock is just one part of it. If we look at the theme for this year's World Food Day from the Food and Agriculture Organization, the theme is Hand in Hand for Better Food and a Better Future. The division has been working hand in hand with farmers, with stakeholders, with producers across the island. In the livestock field or the livestock category, we've been working hand in hand with livestock farmers to do the Lamb Fest over the last couple of years. And there is a Lamb Fest coming up this year,
yes,
Sunday, October 5th. We've been working with the livestock farmers for many years to do the livestock competition. This year's livestock competition, we plan to differentiate it just a little bit. We're trying to include a broader variety of species and breeds. So we, for example, are asking rabbit farmers and poultry farmers to WhatsApp me or call me directly at 383-4451 in order to enter any breed of rabbit or any species of farmed poultry, any breed of farmed poultry. The idea is that we have a diverse display when people come to see what's at World Food Day 2025, part of the grand exhibition.
And I know in the information that was sent, they talk about opening the event to every breed of sheep, goats, poultry, and rabbits. And I know you touched a bit on that. And I was reading through some of it. I saw the Barbadian black sheep. That's the first time I've heard of that. Can you expand a little bit on that for us?
Yeah, so there's the Barbados Black Belly, which is a breed that was created here in the Caribbean and in, obviously I want to say from the name, in Barbados. The Barbados Black Belly is a sheep that has certain defining characteristics, including its prolificacy, which means it produces several offspring at once. Typically, farmers who are producers and not necessarily breeders, people who are trying to sell meat primarily, they will mix the Barbados Black Belly with a meatier breed, like a West African, which is also in our list of categories. They'll mix them together so that they have a mixed animal who produces more offspring, but also is a meatier carcass at slaughter. So the reasons why for the livestock competition we want to display the diversity of the breeds is so that farmers know who they can reach out to when they want the best of the black belly, the best of the West African, in order to create their ideal hybrid animal. However, as I said, the theme is hand in hand for better food and a better future. We are working hand in hand with livestock farmers. I'm part of the World Food Day Steering Committee, but we're also working hand in hand, as I said, with many other stakeholders, many other producers. And I do want to point out that from next week, I want farmers to register with me from now, all now. WhatsApp me at 383-4451 for the livestock competition. However, from next week, from September 2nd, because Monday is a holiday, from September 2nd through to Friday, September 5th, we are asking all caterers, vendors, or anyone else who would like to participate in the World Food Day Grand Exhibition or its related activities, being the horticulture event at the end of October or the Lamb Fest at the start of October to come next week during those few days to sign up to be part of those activities and those events. There will be staff there to guide you from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Millshirve office, the main office at Shervan Road, on the corner of Shervan and Milford Road. There will be staff there to guide you and assist you in the completion of the forms so that you can participate in the World Food Day activities. So ultimately, hand in hand, we're working with livestock farmers to have a grander display than ever before, but we're also working with producers, caterers, vendors for the other activities we have planned as well.
Now, farmers are being asked to bring only one animal per category. Can you explain how that works and why is it important for the competition that you only just bring one?
Right. Well, they're not actually going to bring one. They're entering. So the way that the livestock competition works is farmers will let me know, look, I think I have a really good black belly, Barbados black belly sheep, right? I have a really good black belly female. I think she could win. So they'll call me and say, Dr. Crooks, I have Barbados black belly ewe. I would like to enter for the competition. Throughout the month of September, a team comprising an animal health professional and at least a couple of livestock officers with the division will go out and assess the animals on the field.
Okay.
And judge the animals using set published criteria that have been used over the years and tested. Based on the aggregate scores, we will select the top animal representative of the breed to be brought to the grand exhibition. So at the grand exhibition, we'll have just one. Why we've asked farmers to enter one is because we just have that one winning animal that will be brought down. So we are putting it to the farmers to say, bring your best, present your best. When the staff go out there to assess your animal, you select and say, this is my best black belly sheep, and let the judges assess that one for you.
And I believe that criteria would encourage our farmers for the next year to ensure that from this competition going forward, they put in their best work from now so they know what their best animal in that category would be for the following year.
Yes.
Now, judging is spread across several dates in September. Could you walk us through how the competition will be organized this year?
Yeah, so it takes time to put something like this together.
Yeah.
As simple as it may sound. You have to make sure you procure lunches because in many cases, the judges that go out are on the field for the entire day. So you have to make sure you procure lunches, and therefore you have to plan the judging dates in advance. You have to ensure that there's a vehicle, a driver to be able to take the persons around. So outside of that, there's still water, beverages, gloves, garbage bags, sanitizer, a lot that needs to be checked off of a list. We also have the judging forms and so on. So in order to prepare for the judging period, we have to put a lot of things in place. And therefore, as far as possible, unless there's something really dramatic that happens out of our control, we have set dates over the next 3 weeks to assess the animals. Why are we doing it so early when the grand exhibition is October 15th and 16th? A couple of reasons. One is that we want to make sure that the animals are in good health, good quality animals overall from this stage, but things might happen. We might end up with a reason where there may be a tie, as we're compiling scores, where the animals have to be assessed again, for example. So we want to make sure we give ourselves leeway for that, as well as the farmers would need to be made aware so that they could prepare transportation or what have you to bring the animals to the World Food Day site. So we want to make sure we give our farmers enough notice so that they're prepared for bringing their animals, and we needed to gather the teams and so on and choose days that work. So it's over the next 3 weeks, but as farmers enter, we will communicate very openly with them. As I said, everybody has my phone number in the livestock farming community. You're free to WhatsApp me, call anytime, 383-4451 to inquire or follow up on the judging activities.
Now, I know this competition is specifically for World Food Day, and it's about encouraging food security and the livestock farmers and introducing them to other farmers who would be able to advance their produce as well. Do you guys see this advancing outside of Tobago, outside of Trinidad and Tobago, and expanding into the regional sphere?
Okay, so a livestock competition is not necessarily a novel concept per se. But I will say that our protocols were used for the Agri Expo 2024 in Trinidad. They were used for the assessment of the animals there. That's to say that there's some level of, it's a fairly robust mechanism for assessing the animals. So yes, we expect to see greater interest in livestock as a result of this, but also remember this is breed judging, which is more for breeders to produce purebred animals, where many producers who are looking to sell meat or dairy products, they're primarily looking for hybrid animals. So yes, they'll want purebred, but they really want the hybrid animals, the mixtures of the breeds. So yes, they'll want to identify the breeds, but for the hybrid animals, the producers, we're looking at other events. For example, the Grand Exhibition or the Lamb Fest, where they could sell products outside of the display of animals. But I also want to take this opportunity, because I am here representing World Food Day on the whole, to say that we also have a couple of events coming up in September, and to direct our viewers to the division's Facebook page, Division of Food Security, Natural Resources, the Environment and Sustainable Development. The Facebook page will be posting save the dates for the several calendar events that we have. So the save the date for the Lamb Fest has already gone out, but you'll see the call for vendors up there if you want any more information. That's the next week from September 2nd to 5th. You'll see the information about the livestock competition. Again, just WhatsApp me, but the information is already out there. So the Facebook page is where I would direct people. For example, in September, on September 12th, we have the Louis D'Or Open Day. So in that community, our demonstration station up on that end will be doing displays, giveaways, educational work, as part of our World Food Day series of events to demonstrate, again, hand in hand. We're working hand in hand with producers, hand in hand with the community, hand in hand with livestock producers, hand in hand with farmers on the whole, to ensure that we have food security on the island.
And as you mentioned, Lamb Fest, I remember seeing they're going to have lamb polori. That was very interesting. And I would like to see how that rolls out in the coming days, and when Lamb Fest becomes the event that everyone is going to. Now, I just want to thank you, Dr. Paul Crooks, for coming this morning and sharing with us the event for World Food Day 2025. I just want to encourage all our farmers to register in time, so you have the opportunity to showcase your best and put forward what Tobago has to offer. Thank you so much again for coming on, Dr. Paul Crooks, and remember to share your number again for the audience so that they can register in time for.
So if you want to reach out to me for any questions regarding the livestock competition or any aspect of World Food Day 2025, please feel free to message me or call me at 383-4451.
We'll be right back with another story. Stay tuned.